Hello Leo friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my Leo November 2023 Astrology Horoscope Forecast. This is a 7-minute astrology highlights version of my monthly report. This is for you if Leo is your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or any other Leo placement you're listening for. What I'm going to talk about here is part of your astrological picture. And if you're a very late degree Leo friend, so birthdays around August 15th through the rest of the sign, or Leo degrees like 23 degrees through the rest of the sign, I suggest you additionally listen to my Virgo reports, as your very late degree friends will benefit from both readings. We're going to talk about the general transit highlights of the month, and especially as they relate to the Leo chart and experience. We've got a very, very busy sky in November. This is a continuation of the very busy sky in October, except with one huge difference. What is the same is that there are a lot, just the sheer magnitude of planetary connections in both October and November is very surprising, meaning there are mathematical angles where the planets are getting together and creating effects, and we will be feeling that. But the difference between November compared to October is that we don't have two eclipses in November. And while we still are technically in eclipse season, as that is 4 to 6 weeks or even more after the actual eclipses, the unknown, the heaviness, the emotion as the month of November goes on will very likely start to diminish. And that's going to make it very different than October, which is going to be overall very, very intense. Now, we will have intensity from continued Scorpio placement, so that part's not going away. But there is just something different about post-eclipse time compared to the time leading up to them and the time they're happening, okay? So I do believe that many of you will, have a break, have some relief, even in the midst of this continued Scorpio story. So we've got a stellium in Scorpio, the Sun, Mars, Mercury, star goddess Ceres, plus we've got a new moon at almost 20 degrees on November 13th. So we can add that to the Scorpio pile. So that's bringing lots of chances for emotional connections, financial merging, and, Scorpio energy rules birth and death and transformation and rebirth and Phoenix rising from the ashes and deep mystical spiritual experiences and psychology and mystery and financial markets and especially like stocks and crypto and just things where nobody really understands what the heck it is. Just kind of like those mystery areas. But as it relates to finances, inheritances, sweepstakes, spousal money, family money, all of that is highlighted for all signs at this time because of this just exorbitant amount of Scorpio energy continued. And it's going to bring a lot of chances for emotional connections with others and hopefully to work some things out. Now, for Leo, this is highlighting your home and family. All of this energy is in 4th house. Houses in astrology are fields of experience that we have as humans. If you're looking at the visual here, you can see these little pizza pie slices that make up the chart there. Those are houses. They're fields of experience. They're a unifying force for humanity. We all have these fields of experience. They can manifest differently for different people at different times, but there are these sections. And so the section that is being very much lit up is home and housing and houses and real estate and family and your inner world. And this is in a square formation to your Leo placement. So there could be some strife, there could be some things to get through, there could be some emotional patterns that you're clearing, there could be triggers from family members, there could be events and information. But your house is definitely going to be very rich with deep conversations that can range anything from very resentful to very empowering and may run the whole gamut of that spectrum at one time. There's just a lot of intensity around the communications at this time and the topics involving, deep entrenchment of emotions and money and power and merging and, it's a pretty intense time still. But at least, like I said, we don't have the eclipses this month. So I do think that in many ways it will be lighter. And as the month goes on, the Sun and Mars and Mercury are all going to get into Sagittarius. And that's going to be amazing. That's going to open up a really great season for Leo where you will have trines. Trines are the most favorable aspect in all of astrology. So you'll notice if you're having a little bit of a tough time in the earlier part of the month, just hang in there. As these planets move into Sagittarius, you will be feeling that And that will be much better energy for you. So you've got that to look forward to. You might just have to get through some of this other stuff first. Sagittarius highlights the energy of teaching and learning and broadening your horizons, the call to adventure, possibly long distance travel or learning languages, international business, those kind of things. And specifically for Leo, the house, when we talked about houses, they're fields of experience. So the field of experience that's going to get lit up from these moving, planets as they move from Scorpio into Sag is going to be the energy of creation. Whether it's your creative baby or an actual child, it's your creative juices, it's your zest, it's your the things that you love to do, the things you're passionate about, the things that get you excited and, focused. And so you might find that you step into a state of prolific expression as the month goes on, and this will continue into December. So, it's overall just a really big time of expansion after you get through this, this emotional stuff. So big thing to know this month, October 7th through November 25th is a period of open stars free from the personal planet retrogrades. Personal planets that go retrograde are Mercury, Mars, Venus. Personal planets are the ones closest to us that go retrograde. Okay, I mean, the sun and the moon are personal planets, but they don't go retrograde. Okay, so just Mercury, Mars, Venus. So when they're going direct, which they will be October 7th through November 25th, that is a time for forward movement, for clarity, for progress, for making things happen. When there's a retrograde going on, it's not a time to make things happen, but this is a time where pushing through things and really trying to get through things and get them to happen is really well indicated if it's, you're intuitively inclined. Range of time from October 7th through November 25th is also fantastic for holiday shopping or making. And it is actually going to be much better to get your shopping and making done early, because once we get into the mercurial nuisances that start at the end, pretty much after Black Friday, things will start to downturn. It's going to be harder to shop and get things on time and get things that people like. So if you get your shopping done in this window, October 7th through November 25th, I think you'll find things a lot more easy and joyous. And this is also some of the best time actually of all of 2023 to make big decisions, big moves, big goodbyes, big hellos, which the eclipses may already have brought some of. And, investments and purchases and sales and moves and engagements and parties and weddings, so it's just a really nice open time. So November, like October, has that energy, but it's a little bit lighter, from the eclipses. So, in general, it's a nice open time in the stars to accomplish a lot and enjoy some forward movement and clarity. If you want to have even more information, including the sweet and salty dates, the aspects to be careful and awareful of, my favorite aspects of the month, best days to do important things, my detailed write-up of the energy of the month 1 month early, and access my archives, join my free VIP community by going to anniehelpsyou.com. Just put your email and name in there and you'll access the archives and all the future mailings, including my mini astrology lessons and lots of links each month to help you make the most of the energies. Plus, you'll see my secret star portal, which has exclusive content, lots of archives there as well. And you can see my options for learning astrology. So if you want to learn the basics or if you want to become a professional astrologer, I have a certification course for that. You can see it all at anniehelpsyou.com. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.